book all about soccer. So in this unit, we're going to write nonfiction books similar to the one I'm going to read today and teach each other about what we know a lot about. After I read a chapter out of this text, and after I read one of my old small moment stories, we're going to discuss this question, and then today we will create our first informational book. Okay? So the title of this, have a seat please. Thank you. The title of this text is Rocks and Minerals. We'll unpack text features later. Right now, I just want you to listen for the content. I'm only going to read one chapter, and this chapter is called Gemstones. Okay? Gemstones have beautiful crystal shapes and colors. They are often made into jewelry. A diamond in rock can be made into a dazzling ring. A ruby in rock is cleaned and cut. Then it is a gem. So this is a chapter or 2 pages from an informational book. What was this chapter teaching me all about? It was teaching me something, and what was this chapter teaching me in particular, Alyssa?
It was teaching.
Sit. Thank you.
It was teaching you about jewels.
Okay. Now I'm going to read my small moment story from the last unit, and I want you to notice the difference. First, I put my coffee mug in the microwave. Then I set the timer on the microwave for 1 minute. Next, I removed the mug from the microwave, then all of a sudden the coffee exploded. After that, I had to clean the entire kitchen with a Swiffer. Finally, I cleaned up the mess. I felt satisfied that there was still coffee left in my mug. I grabbed my mug and headed out the door. So the last unit, we were writing about stories, about things that happen to us, and things we do. In this unit, we're going to teach the reader information. So for the Let's Discuss protocol, what is the difference between a storybook you used to write and an informational book? Let's discuss. About gems, right? My story. Okay, thank you. I said thank you. So Demetrius, why don't you just share out some of the things that we've discussed? What is the main difference between the story I wrote here and the story I read here? What was the difference between this? It is a realistic story, but what was the difference between the story I created versus the chapter I read about our gems?
I said, so that was a journal, and that was a book. A book tells you, but you don't know.
So, just to polish up your thinking, the text I read here, and all of your stories will be analogous to these texts. This is teaching you something. I was teaching you about gems. This, I'm just telling you a story. I told you about a time my coffee exploded. So in this unit, you are teachers. You are teaching. We're not writing about how I went to the park anymore. Now we're thinking of something we know a lot about, and we are going to write it. I am speaking. You need to get in your appropriate spot, and you need to fix it too, because that is impacting everybody else. So with that being said, today in writing, I will create an informational book.
Today in writing,
end of Writer's Workshop today, you will have planned and drafted an entire 5-page informational book. Okay? Look up here, please.
Yes.
This is how to write an informational book. Repeat after me. Number 1, think of a topic.
Number 1, think of a topic.
So what you will do in a moment, not yet, you will think of a topic of which you know a lot about. You have to be an expert. Number 2, plan.
Plan. Number 2, plan.
So you have to say it on your fingers. You're tracking me. You're tracking me.
Why?
Your book is 5 pages. Therefore, you should be able to tell me 5 facts about your topic. 5. If you can't tell me 5, you're not an expert. Think of a different topic. It's the rule of 5. So you need to be able to tell me 5 facts in your plan about your topic. Otherwise, you need to pick something else that you know a lot about, because you are going to be expert and you are going to teach somebody else something. So for example, today, I'm going to model a story all about CrossFit because I'm an expert. I can tell you a million facts about CrossFit. Conversely, raise your hand if you know what sewing is or knitting. I don't know anything about that, so I'm not writing about it. I could maybe tell you 1 or 2 facts, but I couldn't tell you 5. So today we're focusing on the rule of 5 in our planning. So I'm going to model how I think of a topic, I plan and I write. Then on the carpet, for your active involvement, you are going to tell your partner your 5 facts, and then you're going to draft your story on your own. So I need you to sit and slant because I'm modeling planning and drafting of an informational book, and it's the first day we've done it.
We're drafting it out. No.
So, here we go. This is my storybook. So the first thing, I'm thinking of a topic. So what's my topic? Who can raise their hand and tell me? Nina? I'm writing about CrossFit. Next time, Steve can college talk. And in the essence of saving time, and because I can write fast, I wrote my plan on Post-its, but I'm going to count on my fingers too. And I want you to help me and hold each finger up to make sure I have 5 facts too before I write. Okay. So, number 1. I'm going to teach you all about CrossFit. In CrossFit, you lift a lot of weights. So hold up a thumb. So that should be 1. To do CrossFit, you need a good CrossFit gym. So I should see 2 fingers being held up. You do CrossFit with your friends. 3 facts. CrossFit makes you strong. That's 4 facts. CrossFit helps people feel better. 5 facts. So thumbs up, I'm an expert.
Yes.
Can I start writing the words?
Yes.
Yes, I can. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to draft the first page. I'm just going to write the first page of my plan so that you have the majority of the time to write. And while you're writing today, I'm going to write my story with you. Okay? So my first page, you can read it as I write too.
I am going to teach. I can't see the
Okay, everyone read my complete telling sentence.
I am going to teach you all about CrossFit.
Riley, can you read it on your own as I'm writing the next sentence?
I am going to teach you all about CrossFit.
Awesome. So keep reading. In CrossFit, you...
In CrossFit, you...
Everyone.
In CrossFit, you bend a lot of weights.
Okay. for your active involvement. You have to think of a topic and plan it across your fingers. Remember, the rule of 5. You must have 5 facts. You have 1 minute. Let's plan. Do it. Go.
I have to. What are you gonna why?
Screen. Showing her Riley's her writing response from today. Okay, let's share out. Jocelyn, what are you writing about today? What is your topic?